Hey, Eric Mattys here. I'm here to read the second chapter of the novel, The Potential of Zeros. Brownies and Secret Lady Handshakes. Therese pulls a batch out of the oven. These will make someone's world better. Brownies for the homeless. Grandma Jean would be proud, but probably less proud of the grungy basement apartment, being unmarried, living with two boyish men, and putting hands on strangers for a living. She might frown on this cut-off tank top with no bra that says "Peace is sexy" written in fabric paint, and the Clark Kent haircut with no makeup. But it's okay. Grandma Jean is dead. Her voice is a little haunting, though, only because all of her social norms seem so backward and outdated a mere 40 years later. What will social norms be like 40 years from now? Maybe feminism will be antiquated. Therese cuts the brownies into equally sized squares. It's important to be equitable when dealing with the homeless. Sharing a basement apartment with two dudes? Same deal. There's no sex stuff going on in this basement apartment. Putting that into mom terms was no easy task when mom co-signed on the rental agreement. Max would probably spring for it being sex stuff, but it'd be more hassle than it's worth. He can be pretty self-righteous, and he doesn't seem okay with his one-arm situation. Bartholomew, who goes by Mew, is possibly still a virgin? Thoughtful to a fault with no sexual vibe. They're probably waiting for a supermodel to make all their dreams come true or something. Probably be a very long wait. Be terrible to be a supermodel, all vapid and unassuming, thinking that people are all nice and compassionate because that's all their pretty face ever perceived. Or maybe worse, never being able to trust what people say without asking, is it because I'm pretty? Don't have to worry about that. Whatever it is in this basement between the three of us feels real enough, safe enough. Therese brings a square of her homemade goodness to her mouth, and a big piece oozes off and lands on her jeans. Damn it! She shouts, wiping away the excess. A stain still remains. These are my favorite jeans! From the living room couch, Max responds, 1,000 washing machines will thank you for your misfortune, Therese. The question is, which one will you choose? Slouching on the couch, staring at the television, he sees himself in a mirror resting on the wall next to the entertainment center. He pushes his hair back off his forehead, revealing a widow's peak and a distinct wrinkles in his skin around his eyes and forehead. Time has done a little number. There is no going gently into any middle-aged night. Shoulders aren't even because of the missing arm. Used to have a lot more hair. That's just the greasiness, though. Makes it look thinner. Not gonna shower. It's a morning without work. Why put on the salesman superficiality for friends? Smile as if living forever. Smile lines are way better than wrinkles. Therese sighs loud enough for Max and Bartholomew to hear. If I had 1,000 washing machines, I'd probably have someone to do my laundry. She walks into her bedroom to change her pants. But I don't have 1,000 laundry machines, and I don't have someone to do my laundry. First world problems, Mew pipes up. I guess life is just really hard, Therese. He rests his arm on the corner of the couch with a VCR remote in his other hand. An old episode of The Simpsons plays on the television. A commercial comes on. He hits the fast-forward button, silencing the basement for a moment. Just say no to commercials. They're for bland people. Can't afford to be bland. If you're not different, you're not valuable. He glances at what he's wearing. He's closer to normal. Jeans, flip-flop sandals, a button-down shirt, serving as a remnant of a square life let go. If appearances are a commodity, what's this look worth? Nothing distinguishable from any other 20-something in the greater Denver area. It's probably stupid to care when no one else seems to. The commercials end. Mew takes his finger off the fast-forward button. Therese shakes her head. The struggle is real. Max replies, but so easily solvable. She throws the brownie pan jeans, hitting Max in the face. Solve it, then. Max finds the chocolate stain and starts scratching off the chocolate. Leave it to you to make a cripple do your dirty laundry. From in her bedroom. Pfft, you never do my laundry, even if you had both your arms. Max takes a nibble of the chocolate from his scrapings. What do you think I'm doing right now? Apparently you're feeding a chocolate addiction via my pants. You know, maybe things would have been different, Therese. Max bites his lower lip and whispers, if it hadn't been for that horrific laundry machine incident. Mew shakes his head, keeping his eyes on the TV. Here we go again with another one of these. Back before I was a salesman, I had two arms. I had been seeing a woman for nearly a year, and for the entire time that we were dating, she would never let me do the laundry at her place. I would offer, and she would immediately say, "Don't worry, dear. I'll take care of it. No matter what the conditions. Caked on mud from mountain biking. Don't worry, dear. I'll take care of it. Bodily fluids on them sheets post-coitus. Therese groans. But Max continues, "Don't worry, dear. I'll take care of it." After dating this woman for nearly a year, I had never even seen her laundry room. And as a modern male feminist, I figured it's probably my turn to start doing some laundry. Thought it would be a good 1 year anniversary thing to do. Therese shakes her head. Pretty sure that's not how feminism works. So I ventured down to the only finished room in her basement, and what do I see? A lady cave of man muscle, and a nearly ancient washer and dryer. She has pictures of hulky, shirtless dudes posted all over, and attached to a very off-balance dryer is a pleasure device. You must have been quite the oblivious lover for her to be doing so much laundry, Mew adds without breaking eye contact with the TV. Max continues, and, being the curious cat that I am, I turn the dryer on. The leg of the off-balance washer falls on my toe. I yelp and start hopping around in pain. My flailing arms hit the spin cycle. I slip on some silk underwear, and as I reach to catch myself, my arm goes in the spin cycle, and I'm never the same after that. Max throws Therese's pants on the floor dramatically. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do any laundry ever again in my entire life. He picks up the pants again, looking for any chocolate remnants. Without looking away from the television, Mew shakes his head. Not believable. You lost me at pleasure device. Plus, laundry machines have, safety mechanisms. You don't like that one? From the kitchen, Therese replies, You lost me at lady cave of man muscle. Ladies aren't like that. Max puts down the now less chocolified pants. Really? You're going to make a generalization about all ladies? Maybe you're right, I can't speak for all ladies, but it doesn't add up that the girlfriend from your story would fantasize about super buff dudes but be dating your lanky ass. And I am more qualified to make generalizations about ladies because I am one. And we talk to each other differently than we talk to men, which means there's all kinds of things you just can't and won't know about us. Mew hits the fast forward button again, and the basement feels quiet for a moment before Mew asks, Are there, secret lady handshakes, then? Therese raises an eyebrow. Sure, but they wouldn't be secret if I showed you them. Mew smirks. It's okay, I really don't think I want to know. Max cocks his head. I think I do. What kind of access does a secret lady handshake grant you? Tons. 70 cents on every dollar earned, a bottomless urge to nurture, and a free admission to any strip club. Max sucks his back teeth. No way. You don't know any secret handshakes. Therese frowns. You're right, if I actually knew any secret lady handshakes, you'd think I'd be living here with you two. My mom didn't teach me, or I wasn't paying attention or something. Maybe there's a class I can take at Front Range. Secret lady handshakes for beginners. Therese pulls out 3 oversized Tupperware containers and begins loading up the brownies. Max shrugs. I would take that class. Mew hears Therese opening the Tupperware containers and asks, So, why are we going to take all these perfectly good brownies to the people at the homeless shelter? Therese squints. That seems like a question laden with avarice and gluttony, Mew. Whatever, I don't need your Bible words. There's enough brownies there for the next 2 months or weeks or a few days, depending on things, really. But why can't we just... He shrugs and makes a duck face. Enjoy them ourselves. Max stands up from the couch. You forget so easily who we are. We are not the slack-jawed, selfie-obsessed simpletons of our generation. We are different. Us 3, we actually care about other people besides ourselves in ways beyond Facebook liking a celebrity's nonprofit organization with cute puppies or starving children or whatever it is that gets a rise out of the masses. When asked why we don't have smartphones, we say, because we refuse to be tethered to an electronic device. Mew pauses the VCR. We also can't afford them plus rent at the same time. True, we also can't afford them, and we're capable people choosing to live simpler lives, like monks existing on the edge of a technological society, celebrating moments instead of documenting every micro detail of existence. We don't need to be self-involved with fancy laptops or high-definition televisions or the latest cell phones. Mew protests. What about the whole singularity thing? If you want to live forever, you have to document your life today. I mean, I'm interested in having my consciousness live forever. Max raises his eyebrows. Really? Consciousness can be pretty painful. Not sure I want to do that for forever. That's the beauty of social media, though. People only share their good shit or the shit that makes them look like they care about things. No one likes a whiny post. The result is that only the best parts of you live forever. Max asks, "Who are you living for?" Therese from the kitchen. "I think you mean for whom are you living forever?" Max continues, "What good is sacrificing today to invest in a tomorrow that's just as banal and tedious when you have to stop and report everything to your social network? Our investments are immediate and with each other in the form of friendship and laughter at our own goofy bullshit. Yeah, so is Facebook, and it lets you share all that with friends in other parts of the country. I think it's nice to have things and share thoughts across the interwebs for all time. I'd like to have more money to have that. Maybe we could sell the brownies instead of just giving them away." You capitalist. You want to go back to your 9 to 5 lifestyle, dreaming for retirement like an indentured servant dreaming about heaven? Whoa. All I said was maybe we can sell brownies instead of giving them to homeless people. Or maybe we could do like a Kickstarter thing. How'd that work? Mew frowns. We get people to donate for the brownies we're giving to the homeless. That way they can feel good about helping the homeless without the hassle of doing anything. And we profit off of it? Therese shrugs her shoulders in discomfort. Mew throws his hands in the air. "Where do you think all that money for pink ribbons goes? If you say cancer research, you're being naive." Therese shakes her head. "That's super gross, Mew. These brownies are not about that. The point is that we are different." Max straightens his posture and bumps his head on the low ceiling. Damn it. He rubs his head, then switches off the TV. "We don't have to live like all the zombies binge-watching their lives away." Mew sighs. "I'm not a zombie, Max. I know I'm different. For me, it's a matter of logic and how I can overcome it. I've seen the logical choice. It's logical to run corporate. It's logical to think of profit and self-advancement, to think selfishly. The world can change so quickly that it makes sense to lock in as much security as possible. I've been trained my whole life to operate from self-interest, and that's a good thing. It's an unspoken part of our social contract which boils down to a single statement: work or starve. But I don't think anybody should starve." Max looks up in calculation. "What about the zombies?" He continues. "Even the zombies shouldn't starve. Who needs to eat 6 dozen brownies by themselves? I can tell you I don't. I mean, I could, but I don't want that. Just because I signed on for that stupid working or starving contract doesn't mean that I should get all greedy when other people decide against it. If free brownies are the way to protest the logic of self-interest, then I'm in." Therese walks in with 3 brownies balanced on her hand and offers one to Max and Mew, then proclaims, "Brownies for the people."